Okay then, about 2-3 years ago, my youngest son and I bought some fish from Lebanon. They all needed a bit of work, a bit of repair, fixing up, air scribing, you name it. And so I'm going to start out with some static shots of what I took 2 or 3 years ago when I was getting these things started. I just finished them in the last couple of days and turned it into this whole thing into a video. So pretty cool fossil fish if you ask me, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Here I have taken the two pieces of this little ray and glued them back together. This is what I started with this guitar fish. After just a few hours, I made some real progress. Problem is, I was a little too gung-ho and went a little too far. Here I've taken a piece of rock that came off of this fish and carved it to fit this little spot where I screwed up. To dry in there. So anyways, I'm just setting that aside for a while. And I thought, why not finish up some of my son's stuff? And so, I started this a long time ago. Hope you can see that. Little stingray. So I'm going to finish this up. I put this together and I filled these cracks in. Got to finish that up. Doll up this fish a bit with some fossil sauce. Maybe hit this tail a little bit. And a little bit of scribing here. But pretty cool fossil he's got from Lebanon. Be careful when you buy from Lebanon. Those guys aren't, I don't know, I'm not going to say anything. Anyways, I'll finish that one up. And here's one that, oh Jesus, rocks are so freaking heavy. Oh, I hope you can see this. One of those guitar type fishes. Let me see if I can change the light here so that you can see it better. Anyways, I can't seem to find the dorsal fins on this thing. Here's the tail. My biggest problem, I don't know if you can see this or not, but down, oh Jesus. I was going by their outline, and I was shooting down here when I was scribing up. This thing was covered in rock like that, and I kept taking off rock here and then realized that's the end of the fish, so I'm repairing this at least best I can. That was definitely a heart attack moment. Anyways, I'll finish that up too, and then the sun can get these damn rocks out of my garage. Yeah. That's not, oh, get down here. That's not perfect, but it hides all the tool marks and looks a lot better. I'm gonna go around and do all the stuff, especially around this area where I put in a piece of rock and patch it up. And then some 2-part putty down here to fill it up. And that's about ready to finish. Alright, that's not perfect, but it's a whole lot better. I gotta put in a smaller tool and finish up these little round spots on the tail. Then I realize I've got to fill in this crack so it doesn't look so god awful. Then I can clean her up and put the sauce on it. Probably sauce up this fish and this fish over here if you can see it. Looks like I got a little bit of scribe work to get that tail done. You can barely see it, but with a little bit of fossil sauce it might pop out a little bit. Anyways, getting there. So, to fix this crack here, I'm going to use 2-part putty, some water with a sponge, show you what that's for in a minute, my applicator tool, and of course you got to have leb dust. This is just, but I'll just show you what it is. When I was prepping out these Lebanese fish and stuff, I keep the rock. Oh, that's not leb dust, that's crab rock. Uh-oh. Where's my leb dust? Uh-oh. That's not good. Alright, I gotta go find my leb dust. Okay, I found my leb dust. It was in my Lebanese dirt. And I just happened to have a jar in there with some pretty fine dust. So what I do is I mix up the putty, I fill up this crack as good as I can, and then I wet it with water, apply the dust really good, thumb, finger, whatever, and then I wash it with this sponge and hope it sticks. Anyways, here I go. Gotta push hard. Gotta feel that crack. You don't want it coming out. It's actually pretty simple. It's more work, but you'll see how much better it looks when I'm all done. Alright, there's that. Then take my trusty sponge here, which I'm showing you. And give that a good scrubbing. Luckily this is extremely hard rock. That kind of cleans it up a bit. Then, wish that was flat, but if it was flat I wouldn't be able to show you guys this. You take your dust and literally push it in. This works better when it's flat, but if it was flat, you wouldn't be able to see it. It looks messy when you're doing it, but it cleans up. The thing is, it just won't look like as much of a crack. That's, you know, get rid of that crap. Anyways, that's about where I'm going to leave it for now. Let all that dry, let the stuff cure, then I'll clean that up. Okay, had to reshoot that because the dang phone was going off. Anyways, dusted that off real good. I'm going to sauce these up with this. Just the critters, the shrimp head, just cool stuff. This stuff lived and died and got buried on the ocean floor, and 98 million years later it's sitting in my garage. I think that's pretty cool. Anyways, I'm going to finish this up and I'll show you how it looks when it's finished. And that, my friends, is what a coat of Gliptol will do. Now you can see the shrimp more easily, the shrimp head, and it really makes that fish pop. Some people do not like it at all when you put stuff on fossils, but my son told me to do my thing, and that's what I do. Hope you like it. My son's actually out halfway around the world getting more fossils while I'm sitting here in this sweatshop working for him for free. Anyways, these young jet setters, oh boy. Anyways, there's one. When he gets home, this will be out of the garage and out of my way. I totally forgot something. As I was moving stuff aside, my son had cut these a while ago. It's called a French cleat. There's about 3 or 4 feet of this. It's been cut off. What I'm going to do is take this. That's going to be glued on to be like so, with epoxy resin. Some people say it'll come right off the rock. Don't believe them. They're full of you-know-what, cow poop. I've got fish hanging now for a couple of years and not even on this good a rock. And then this goes onto the wall, you know, whatever, and then bam, it just hangs there. So it's a bit of work, but it's a pretty cool way to hang things. I've already taken this aluminum side right here that's going to be glued, and I beat it up with my grinder thing just so it would adhere better. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, I've got my marks to where I want this and how I want it, so that when it's on the wall, that's how I want it. Anyways, I mixed 5 mils of A, 5 mils of B, gave it a good stir. I stir it to where I think I've stirred it too much, and I stir it some more, and I've never had a problem with that attitude. Anyways, here goes nothing. Okay, that's not enough. You see I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a little saddle there in the rock, and it's not too bad really. Better than I thought it would be. So, but I'm going to add a little bit more for good luck. I'd rather have too much than not enough. Alright, before I spill that. Okay, once I get that clamped, that'll be plenty. So, got my clamps ready. I made sure that when I clamp it, it's not going to be on the fish. These got rubber on them, but it probably wouldn't damage the fish, but you know, why take a chance? Whoa, mama. Watch out for movement. And one right where that saddle is at. And then, what I like to do is put even more on. Just for more surface area on that rock. I mean, why not? You don't want it going anywhere. And so far I've been pretty lucky. Now then, you want this to fit underneath there when this is on the wall. And with that glue oozing out, let me wipe that a little bit. That glue oozing out underneath there, probably doesn't really need that slant. Alright, I like that a little better. To make sure there's no glue underneath it that's going to get in the way, I simply take this piece of cardboard and wipe that glue out of the way. Be careful, this stuff is sticky, gets all over your hands. That's going to take 25 hours or 24 hours to cure, give or take roughly. So I'm just going to, whoa, easy there, Ronnie. I'm just going to leave it right there. And that baby will be ready to hang. And there you go, easy peasy. Still dark out. It's about not even 5 o'clock in the morning. I was laying in bed thinking about this French cleat. Thought I'd come and check it out. Oh yeah, that's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. And that baby's ready to hang. How sweet is that? Okay, now I'm going to go on to the next one. Finish it up. Okay. I'm going to wash this entire rock actually with just some water and a toothbrush. You can see how there's still some stuff actually all over it. Then I'm going to work on this fish, see what I can do to expose what more I can, and then I'm going to fossil sauce this up with my Gliptol and this fish, probably this one, and you'll see the results very soon. Okay, I washed the entire rock. I let it dry with the help of a little bit of air. I took a little piece of rock off this tail end of this fish. I'm now going to use my Gliptol sauce and 1 or 4 of all these brushes, depending where I'm at, and it'll be a done deal. Another rock out of my garage. And another one bites the dust. I don't know how the camera can pick that up, but that's about as best as I can do. I probably could have done a little bit better job right there, but I didn't see that until I was saucing this baby up. It's too late now. Anyways, we'll probably hang a French cleat on this later on. It's pretty heavy. It's going to take a big cleat, but we custom make those. Anyways, there it is. Another project done.